Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Zancath, the Halfling Fighter.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Corgo, the Human Barbarian.
I'm Ashley, and I play Aklep the Druid, a former member of the Burning Mammoth.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, the scouts defeated some floating bison skulls at a shrine to Venexus, the White Dragon. They also befriended a pack of 16 wolves and led them back to the following. They still have a couple areas left to explore in the Calamity Caves. A pool with a possible hidden chamber above it, an area to the west of that, and possibly the room that they know contains lagafers, large, long-eared otter-like creatures. Let me also remind Zancath that she has a pendant with a black stone on it, and that she has carefully wrapped it up and has not touched it. It was early afternoon when you led the wolves back to the following. Do you want to spend the remainder of the day resting and the night, or do you want to return to the caves?
I'm at 30 out of 46 HP.
Well, you could do some medicine checks.
Yeah. I'm not terrible, but... Aklep, how are you on spells? Like, that's the thing we can't easily fix.
Ooh, let me find out. So it looks like you can use, like, a spell once in Pathfinder. Because, like, otherwise, once I've used it, it's, like, marked out.
Yes, I believe that's correct. You have to prepare multiple instances of the same spell in order to use it multiple times, is my understanding.
That's correct.
So I have all of my spells except any healing spells.
Mm-hmm.
So you've used up all your healing.
Yes.
That's bad, right?
Doesn't seem great.
Yeah, that's probably bad.
Okay.
You do have, of course, Zancath's battle medicine.
Yes, but that's only, like, you can only use that once per battle.
Hour.
Once per hour per person. So, like, limited options there if we're in a battle.
Cool. Is there any reason we can't go back?
I mean, we're already back. Are we staying or are we going back to the cave?
Oh, is there any reason we need to go back right now to the cave?
As far as I know, we're not in any kind of rush. Therefore, let's spend the night.
Awesome. Yeah, those caves suck, so.
So you spend the night at the following. Everyone is a little surprised, given that you don't seem too horribly injured,
Rude.
that you're taking the night off, but it's fine. You're the scouts. You know what you're doing.
Rude.
We had 16 wolves.
Yeah, you brought 16 wolves back.
So judgmental.
They don't know what's in there.
Jeez. I'm out of rages for the day. I need a break.
So the next day, you get up, make your breakfast, say goodbye to your family or the people around you, and head back into the caves. And I'm going to assume that you pick up right at that place where there's exploring left to do. Near the water, the stream that goes through the middle of the cave. Or you could go up to where the lagafers are if you want to do that.
No, this is good.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah. I think the stream is the correct location for us.
So Zancath has done this before, but she's going to look around, see if there's handholds or anything that we could, like... Anything that we could get to this little ledge to our right or to the left without getting in the water. Like, is there any chance of us not having to get in the cold water?
You want to make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll make a perception check.
All right, so you look around. You spend a little time looking left, looking right. Yeah, it's too dark over to the right. You don't see any handholds that would allow you to climb over the stream. You're going to have to go through it or maybe leap over it, I guess.
Okay.
But you are not going to be able to get there in any convenient way over to the right-hand side. Also, to the west, you can see that there is an area that has some light lighting up another shore. There's another lit area to your left of dry land across the stream.
I'm going to move myself just so I can... This is the cave that is in danger of collapsing, right? Over there?
Over to the west, that's right.
Yeah, over there. So, like, we couldn't go down that.
I mean, you could, you just don't know if it'll collapse or not.
Yeah.
Also, it is very cold. It is, at the moment, what Pathfinder 2nd Edition classifies as mild cold in this area, which is just a bit below freezing.
Oh.
The air is just a bit below freezing here. Now, as you move south in the caves, like to where the wolves were, where those the scary trees were, that area climbs up a bit into just normal temperatures.
Is this a natural cold?
You want to make a nature check to figure that out?
I would love to.
Okay. Why don't you make a nature check?
I rolled an unnatural 20.
It does seem natural. Yeah, the caves here in the middle seem to be insulated from the weather outside. Maybe it's something about the cold water. For whatever reason, it seems quite cold here in the deeper part of the cave, and then it warms up naturally as you approach the outside of the cave.
About how far away is this ledge?
Well, if you step up next to Zancath, I'm gonna...
I'll scooch back to give people a chance to see.
Oh, I guess you kind of can't see because you don't have dark vision.
Oh.
Yeah, I need Grifka to help.
Is my torch not activated? Nope. Yeah, it was.
Oh no! What happened? Turn that back on.
Give me a minute. I've got it. It's mad because I don't have any, but I do.
It's really dark and scary here, Zaka, please. No, seriously, it's scary. The effect on the icon is cool.
When you can't see?
Okay, so if I put a little light here,
Yeah.
and I assume that that's Grifka providing some light. Can you see a little bit now, Aklep?
A little bit.
So that ledge is about, let's say it's about 15 feet away.
Okay.
So if you wanted to leap over the water, you'd need to leap about 15 feet.
And I'm just guessing that's probably a pretty hard leap.
Well, let's see. You can easily jump 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet, which it is. Or up to 15 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 30 feet. But I think your speed is 25 feet, right?
My speed is 25 feet.
So it would be difficult. It would require you to make a check.
Aklep's gonna cast a spell.
Oh.
It's animal form.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he is going to transform himself into a cat. Like a big cat.
Ooh.
Like a big cold weather cat. Snow leopard.
Like snow leopard, yeah.
Ice lion. I don't, something.
Okay, so Aklep transforms before your eyes into a snow leopard.
Yeah. I could also have been a frog, but I figured snow leopard more appropriate, much cooler.
With the cold.
Yeah.
And snow leopard has a much higher speed than Aklep does. So I think the snow leopard will do better at jumping.
Yeah, the snow leopard can automatically jump that distance. No check needed.
Show off.
You want me to move you over there?
Yes.
Hey, okay.
Oh,
I was going to ask, how large is Aklep in this form?
medium, I think.
Yeah, he's a medium creature.
Could a small creature ride Aklep? Or is that going to mess with the jumping? It messes with the jumping.
It
Then.
might mess with the jumping, I would
Okay,
think. I mean, if you've seen a snow leopard, they're not that big.
I'll let him go.
The snow leopard jumps across the water, landing on the opposite shore. It's still very dark over here.
I don't see anything, but a snow leopard does have low light vision.
Ah.
So.
Low light vision. It means you can see in dim light as though it were bright light. So it ignores the concealed condition due to dim light. You should now be able to see that to the east there's a wall of the cave. Can you see that over there?
Ooh, I can see now.
Okay. So you can see to the east there is a wall, and then this ledge that you're on extends to the northeast and sort of just disappears into the cave wall. There's water flowing in from the east, and the two streams of water from the east and the west are mixing in the middle and draining somewhere below.
Do I smell anything?
Let's do another perception check.
I have imprecise scent of 30 feet,
Oh,
whatever
wow.
that means.
Yeah. The snow leopard begins sniffing the air. You do smell
Corgo.
Well, Corgo, yeah.
Always.
You smell some fresh air coming from somewhere to the east. And maybe even some humans somewhere to the east.
Oh.
I'm going to roll over that perception check as you look around the room. You also notice that there is a shaft in the ceiling, the low ceiling, to the east that leads upward. And in fact, there are some handholds in the rock on that east wall that should make it relatively easy to climb up.
Nice.
The east wall that you have to go over the water to touch?
That's correct.
Okay. Acklep's going to look around a little.
Yep, you look around the area, you don't see anything else, you don't see anything in the water.
Oh yeah, this is kind of a small area. It's just kind of...
Yep, it just kind of
Stuff.
dead ends there.
Okay. Aklep is going to leap back over to the side with Corgo and Zancath
Okay,
and Grifka.
yep.
Is there a ledge on the opposite, the west end?
Yeah, let me move that light a little bit, and you'll be able to see a little better. Yes, there is a ledge over to the west side that you could also leap to. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
All right, so Aklep, the snow leopard, leaps over to the west. Are you still able to see okay?
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on here.
The ground slopes up from the stream here, leading to a chamber, a room in the cave that is open to the sky. Inside is a warm green grove of tall, slender trees, and a simple hut of bent saplings and mud. The area is quiet, except for the sound of a gnawing, crunching sound coming from the far side of the hut.
I want to smell to see if I can figure out what is it a human or some other sort of animal that is gnawing and crunching?
Sure. All right, you stop and sniff the air, and there's some kind of animal in here. In fact, you think there's probably more than one.
All right, I have a minute to be a cat. So, I think I probably don't want to start trying to fight things without going back over to my folks and telling them.
Okay.
So, Aklep is going to retreat, leap
All right.
back to the other side.
All right, you leap back to your friends.
And Aklep will drop the spell and be in Aklep again.
All right, Aklep returns to his normal shape.
And then Aklep tells both of Corgo and Zancath what is on each side.
Okay, well, I actually want to hear that. How would you summarize these two sides?
East. Handholds in the rock, but we have to go through the water. Goes up to some area where I think those people are. The ones with the infant? Other way, animals? Maybe they were staying with the people? Maybe they ate the people. I don't know that. Speculation.
Aklep, how did you just do that?
Corgo, you can't just ask people how they turned into animals. That's quite rude.
That's ridiculous. Of course, I just did.
Magic?
Okay, I mean, I feel like that's kind of a cop-out explanation, but I guess my vote is to explore the animal thing first. I guess I don't know.
Oh, I agree. It seems like that will be easier for us, certainly easier for us to get to. So perhaps start there, and then we can figure out the rest later.
How long of a jump is that over to the west ledge, Mike?
If you're real careful, it's only like a 10-foot jump if you line it up just right.
So we can just make a leap check and not have to roll for that one.
Yeah, you don't even have to make a check. You can just, as an action, jump over there.
All right, let's go, gang. Corgo does a little hop, hoppity hop. Come on, guy. I need that light. You can't see into there. Well, I can, but I shouldn't be able to.
No, you can. There's sunlight
natural
coming
light. Oh, that's right. Whoa. Secret garden.
Zancath follows.
Grifka looks extremely adverse to jumping over this.
That seems fair.
You can do it, Grifka. Come on.
He's extremely upset.
Okay, thanks. You go first.
Yeah, I would like to stealth. Por favor.
All right, Zancath is going to use stealth, As she enters the room, I will roll a secret GM stealth check.
What language was that? I like it. Por favor. What does it mean?
It's halfling. It means please.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, in this world, apparently halfling is Spanish now.
So Zancath
It's
sneaks
canon.
into the room.
Ever so cautiously.
Are you gonna come? What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Grifka to come.
Just throw him over here. I'll catch him.
All right. You know he's gonna burn you, right?
Whatever. I'm used to it at this point.
Okay. Iclip tries to convince Grifka to be thrown.
Zancath, as you creep closer to the middle of the room, and as Aklep throws Grifka across the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got him. Come on.
And Korgo catches Grifka on the other side and sets him down before he gets burned. Zancath, you hear the sound of something chewing, something gnawing and crunching as you approach this hut in the middle of the room. You creep through the bushes and the trees around the room, and as you approach that hut, you can see that inside there are several creatures, and they look like large beavers.
They look both terrifying and adorable.
Two of them in the hut are sort of pacing back and forth nervously. The third one is lying on its side and making shuddering breaths, and it seems like there's something wrong with it.
Okay.
They do not seem to have noticed you.
Okay. I'm going to step out of the bushes and try to, exude a calming influence on these creatures.
Okay.
So, animal, something or other, here's what I want. I want to get close enough that I can try to heal the one that is, do medicine on the one that is.
Okay. So you're going to try to handle these animals. You're going to try to use nature to try to calm them down and not be hostile toward you.
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Yes, please.
Okay. So make a nature check as you step out and they all swivel their heads toward you. Well, two of them swivel their heads toward you. The one that's lying on the ground doesn't seem to even react.
Okay. Can I make that a public one or do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. That's a natural 20 for 30.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So with a natural 20, there's something about your manner. I don't know what it is, but there's something about the way you approach them that causes them to instantly see you as non-hostile. In fact, they kind of squeak, and two more of them come from around the side of this hut. They were apparently around the backside of it chewing on something.
Okay.
One of them's carrying a twig in its mouth. They come around the side of the hut, and they look at you, and they all kind of bow their heads and then look toward the creature that's lying on the ground.
Cool. I'm going to kind of gesture behind me to keep the others back. Stay back while I do this. And then I'm going to step into the hut, and I want to try to do some medicine to help this creature.
Let's start with a medicine check and see if you can figure out what's going on and if there's something you can do to help.
Okay. That's a 26.
A 26. You determine that this... Well, I'll give you several things. First of all, these are large beavers called Castoroides.
Castoroides.
Huh?
Castoroides.
Sure.
And this one lying on the ground is suffering from zombie rot.
Oh.
And it is dying.
That doesn't seem great.
No, it's not good. I'm going to roll over that medicine check. If you want to give it treatment,
I would.
It will get a +4 to its saving throw against the disease. You are using treat disease to help it. They'll give it a bonus to its save. It gets a save every day. And if it succeeds on its save, then it's going to move from its current stage, which is stage 2, to stage 1. And then after another 8 hours, it can make another save. And if it moves out of stage 1 successfully, then it is no longer sick.
Okay. I'm trying to help it out. I am not a magic user. Do I think that healing from Aklep would fix it in general, or is this...
No.
Okay.
Unless Aklep had a spell to cure disease, aside from that, no, it needs treatment.
Okay. Yeah.
And you also know that you don't just get zombie rot. This creature somehow got infected from something.
Yeah. So somewhere around here, there's probably a zombie.
That seems to follow.
Okay.
So the rest of you see Zancath make some friendly gestures towards something in the hut. And as she does that, 2 large beaver-like creatures come around the corner, and Zancath disappears into this hut. And the other creatures just sort of sit there watching. What do the rest of you want to do?
Aklep, what do you think? It looks like Zanx is off being a Disney princess again. Should we interrupt this or just kind of hang out?
We can wait.
We're just like, it's kind of awkward. It's like all nice and sunny over there, and we're like over here by the cold water. It sucks.
We don't want to scare her friends.
Okay.
So it's going to take you 8 hours of treating this animal to make some progress.
Do I have to stay with it for the 8 hours?
Yeah, you basically have to stay here and treat it, yes.
Oh, I didn't anticipate that.
It's okay, Zanx. We don't want zombie beavers. It's cool.
I mean, we could just kill them all and take care of that problem.
Zanx, what? Who are you?
That is incredibly un-Disney princess-like.
What did you do with Zanx?
Zombies are bad. You said I would give it a +4 on its roll. Can I tell, like, if it's making it, I assume it's going to make a roll now?
It's going to make a roll at the end of the 8-hour period.
And that would take it from 2 to 1.
That's right.
So then presumably there would be another 8 hours.
Correct.
To get it from 1 to healed.
That's right.
Can I instead use tame animal to try to tame these guys so that we can take them back to camp?
I'm going to assume you can do that while you're treating the animal. Also, I'm going to assume you're going to look around the area for some herbs or things that you can use to help treat this creature. So if you want to look around the area as well, you can do that. So if you want to do your tame animal check, that's fine.
Basically, what I'm trying to make it so that I don't have to spend 16 hours. I can get these guys back to the camp and somebody else can deal with healing for 16 hours.
Oh, no, you're going to have to stay here with this creature. It can't be moved.
Okay.
Zanx, it's cool. It's cool. We're not in a hurry.
Okay.
Well, you want to try to tame them? You can still do that.
I don't need to. If I can't move them, there's no point in taming them. I assume fixing one of them will probably take care of that. No, I guess I'm just here for the long haul.
Zank, tame it. Come on.
Okay.
I'll help you. We can do this together.
Yeah.
Beavers would be super useful, I guess.
I mean, you are able to bring your friends in now that you've calmed them down if you want to.
Yeah, I wave you guys in.
Oh, sweet. Dude, it sucked out there.
Explain the situation.
Grifka's very happy to not be near the cold water.
You spend some time helping these animals and looking around the area. You do find on the north side of the hut, there are 2 corpses.
Humanoid corpses?
Humanoid corpses. One is clearly a local tribal person wearing a simple tunic, but draped with these small skulls of animals and bone jewelry. It looks to have died recently. The other corpse is much older and in a more advanced state of decay, but it wears the half-plate armor of a Mendevian crusader.
Can we search the bodies?
Make a medicine check as you search them.
They look like they were zombies.
That's what you're trying to figure out.
Medicine check is a 14.
Yeah, you're not really sure what's going on here. You do notice there are some bite marks on them.
If those are
beaver?
Or are they
you can't tell.
posthumous or...
Yeah, you really can't tell.
Okay.
Aklep's medicine check was not high enough.
Okay.
If anybody else wants to try to examine them, you're welcome to do so.
I'm not really good with dead bodies or whatever.
I assume I'm busy.
Oh, no, you are free to move around this area if you need to.
Okay, cool. Then sure, I will also do a medicine check. 22.
Okay, so Zancath examines them as well, and she decides that both of them were killed by these creatures. They were bitten by these Castroides. And Aklep, I'd like you to make a religion check.
Okay. A 26.
Aklep, you're pretty sure that this Crusader corpse was actually a zombie carrying zombie rot.
Okay.
a plague zombie. And they must have gotten sick, or that one must have gotten sick from killing it, from biting it and killing it.
A very long time ago?
No, recently.
It's a zombie,
Oh, okay.
so, it died
It's
a
a
long
zombie,
time
so-
ago
yeah.
and then kept wandering around.
Exactly. Now, that dead crusader is wearing half-plate armor. And the dead necromancer has a holy symbol of a 4-fingered white dragon claw.
He's a dead necromancer, you say?
It has a spell book that belonged to a necromancer. So you can see there is a spell book that has basically been destroyed. These beaver creatures have chewed on it, but it was clearly a spell book for a necromancer.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
So, our scary necromancer was murdered with his zombie corpse by a bunch of beavers.
Yeah, so to clarify, there is a local tribal person who had a spell book, a necromancy spell book, who appears to have been killed by the beavers, and probably his zombie came with him and was also killed by these beavers.
Good job, beavers.
You sure you don't want to tame these beavers?
Nice.
I mean, yeah.
We definitely do.
No, we're definitely going to tame the beavers, but
We tame everything.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, catch them all.
Yeah.
I assume nobody wants to wear half plate.
God, no.
I don't know.
That's terrible
Okay.
for a rogue.
Looks really cumbersome.
Someone want to make a crafting check on this holy symbol to see if it's worth anything?
Sure.
Yeah, of course we do.
24. This is going to all crash and burn eventually, but I keep rolling
That's
well.
It was pretty good.
It's worth 5 silver pieces.
Okay. What about the plate? Does that seem like it would be worth something?
The half plate armor?
Yeah.
It's worth whatever the standard
Half plate armor
book value is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the resale value on armor and weapons is very bad.
Used, you
I
know?
think, is that this game or is that Starfinder? Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's this as well.
Yeah, it's like, you're turning in some dead guy's stuff. They don't know the quality of it. I think you only get
Goodwill armor.
Yeah. New half plate is 18 gold pieces. I don't know what the standard rule is for how much you sell it for, but I'm guessing it's at most half. It might be a lot less.
It's not worth it to lug it around, is what I'm hearing.
Sure.
Maybe when we're done here, we can come to somebody back at camp will probably want to wear it. It's cool, I guess.
I mean, I don't know that there are a lot of people with our following who would be enthusiastic about half plate, but perhaps couldn't hurt to take it.
It's 3 bulk. It's pretty heavy.
Nah, I can't carry that.
Okay, so you spend the 8 hours here helping this poor creature rest and recover.
Yep.
In that time, Aklep and Korgo, do you want to do anything? Do you want to explore the area to the east? Do you want to go anywhere else?
Nah. I mean, no, this cave's dangerous. We shouldn't split up.
Okay. So you spend the 8 hours. Zancath, do you want to roll for this creature?
Sure. This is when it all goes bad.
I'll help you.
Just roll a d20?
Roll a d20 and then add 10 to it.
Okay.
Gorgo's helping.
So plus 12? Because he helped successfully?
Yeah, he helped very successfully.
Okay, let's see if I did this correctly. I did, and I rolled bad, and I got a 16. See, here we are.
Hero point.
You know what?
You could use a hero point.
Sure. Let's
Come
not
on,
make
Disney princess.
let's not make the last 8 hours have been for nothing. Hero point. That's a 31.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? That might be a critical success. Hold on.
Just would that save me another 8 hours? That would be nice.
It might.
I'm hoping that if we tame these guys, they can help us get over to the wall to climb up. But I don't know that that's actually possible.
All right, so that is a critical success.
Woo.
Now I need to determine if a critical success moves you 2 categories.
Fingers crossed.
Oh man, Aklep, this is going to be so cool. Zank is going to be riding a giant beaver into battle. It's going to be awesome.
I'm not sure how effective a beaver would be in most battles, Korgo. You know, with the on the land
Look
thing.
at those chompers.
Yes, but
Look at those chompers.
they're more water-based than I would prefer to be, honestly.
All right. They killed those 2 dudes, so
You got a critical success, which does reduce the stage by 2.
Woo!
Which means you have, after 8 hours, cured this poor, extremely large beaver
whoa.
of its zombie rot affliction. And the creature sort of blinks its eyes and rolls over and looks around, and the other beavers sort of hop up and down excitedly, and then they all start chewing on some wood.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
As is tradition.
That's right.
Can we say that during the time that I was dealing with this creature, I asked Aklep to get rid of the zombie body, which is apparently infected with zombie rot, and so let's not have anyone else chewing on that.
Sure, you can torch it if you want.
Yeah.
Yes, Aklep and Grifka will happily burn the body.
Thank you.
Okay, great. You burn the body. What do you do with the body of the other person?
Mendevian. I wonder if that other person knows this one.
Well, the
What was
Mendavian's
their name?
that one was the zombie and has been dead a long time.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
The other one was...
The other one's the necromancer, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's pretty cool. We don't even have to fight him. Nice.
Aklep is like porque no los dos.
Oh, wow. It's more of that halfling talk. Cool.
I'm not... Zancath is not going to stop Aklep if Aklep goes to burn them both. But I
know. And
did take the symbol.
yes, Los Dos. Do it.
All right. Are you going to burn the other body too?
Yes.
Remind me, Mike, we heard about the necromancer. The necromancer was not friendly with the people that we have met thus far, yes?
The necromancer they talked about was not someone that they were fond of, yes.
Cool. Okay, yeah. I'm down with burning this one, too.
So Aklep burns both bodies. The beavers don't care.
Sure.
They are totally uninterested. They do, however, kind of follow Zancath around.
It's so cool.
Sure.
Adorable.
Zancath, can you sing?
No, not particularly.
Oh, come on.
It's not. I cannot carry a tune in a bucket. It's bad.
I'm pretty sure you can. Let's go. Come on.
The music swells.
I think you got this.
All right, so let's assume there is a Disney-esque song here about Zancath and her love for large beaver-like creatures.
Sure. Zancath sings, and I will save the audience from COVID-riddled Jessica doing that. So I sing. It's fine.
It's fine.
or I'll roll, and we'll see how bad it is.
Maybe
no,
not.
we gotta see if you're a Disney princess or not. Like, backstory is mysterious.
I rolled an 8 on a performance check.
Oh no!
It's a bad song.
Oh, thanks.
I told you, you wouldn't listen.
Yeah, you're not a Disney princess.
Nope, just animal friendly.
That's fine.
Oh, do you want to share a picture of the Castroides? I mean, you know what a beaver looks like.
Yeah, you do.
All right, well, there you go.
Okay.
Oh.
How so?
It's a large beaver.
These are large beavers. Could you they're bigger than Zancath, clearly based on token size.
Right.
How could we ride them to get to the wall? Was that? I mean, maybe I could. I don't know about the others.
Let's see.
I'm not getting on one of those.
I think, Zancath, you probably could ride one of these. You probably could ride one of these if you wanted it to take you over to that wall. Your feet might get wet, but the rest of you would not. You want to try to do that?
Which is certainly an improvement over all of me getting wet and me drowning because I, too short. Okay, so I suppose that our next destination is that cave wall to climb up. See what's over there. I am fine with continuing if you all are. Tending a beaver is not terribly hard work, honestly. I think I could ride a beaver over to the wall. What do you guys think?
Yeah, do it.
I was more worried about you all getting there. How do you think you could get there? I don't know that the beavers can carry you guys.
I'm gonna jump a lot.
Aklep?
I'm just gonna jump around.
Aklep's thinking about it.
I mean, you don't all have to go up this tunnel.
That's true.
Oh, but we do.
Oh.
I assumed there would be a battle up there and I would want the others, but why don't I go first, see what's there, and then I can come back.
Cool. Yeah.
Aklep nods.
Okay.
And and Aklep, you can turn into something to climb up there, right? Like a beaver or whatever.
That's a once a day sort of thing.
Why?
I didn't prepare it twice.
Why?
I think you're spending too much time with your son.
That doesn't make Aqua sound like a really bad father.
I mean, if anything, I'm being very neglectful. I'm going to try to jump over this, like, chasm.
Okay.
Not a chasm. It's a river. I don't want to get wet either. Guys, come on, let's do this.
You're going to ride a beaver.
I'm going to ride a beaver.
All right. The beaver is a little weirded out by this, but you've tamed them. They're pretty friendly with you. I'm going to assume you ride the beaver across the water.
Yep.
I mean, surely there's a Disney princess that can't sing.
Named Sandcath.
Yeah, exactly. There's always a first. I think, I don't know. Did Mulan have a song? I can't remember.
Yes, Minnie.
Minnie.
Oh, God, of course.
Yeah.
Reflection? God.
Come on.
Oh, sorry. I can only remember Make a Man Out of You because that was the best song in that whole movie for sure. I'm going to jump.
Okay.
I think I need to roll a 15. Athletics?
Are you 30 feet movement?
No.
Oh, okay. We're all 25? Oh, okay.
So the leap basic action is used for high jump and long jump. A horizontal leap lets you jump up to 10 feet horizontally. But if you have to make an athletics check to jump further, then a success means you leap up to a distance equal to your check, the number you rolled, rounded down to the nearest 5 feet. All right, so if you rolled a 20, then you would jump 20 feet. If you rolled a 15, you would jump 15 feet. If you rolled a 17, you would jump 15 feet.
Got it. All right, Grifka, come here. I'll carry you. Come on, buddy.
Grifka looks terrified.
No, we got this. We're not going for a swim.
All right, so while they navigate jumping around the water,
Oh, God.
Zancath,
Yep.
you and the beaver paddle up to this wall,
Oh, dear.
and you can see a tunnel, a shaft, going straight up into the ceiling, and these handholds in the rock. I need you to make an athletics check to climb up.
Oh, dear. Let's see how this goes.
It's a little slippery and cold.
Okay, here we go. 16?
You succeed. Corgo, is there anything I need to know about you trying to make any jumps over there?
Well, I rolled a natural one, but
Okay.
I want to use my hero point because I don't like sucking. So.
Okay, so in order to avoid falling in the water, Corgo re-rolls that using a hero point.
So
Let's see what happens.
Corgo sprints towards the end and loses his footing just before everyone stops and goes, "Whoa, that was close."
Maybe it was close. Let's see how it goes.
Grifka, burns him angrily.
It's this is so bad idea. All right, let's try number 2. I'm inspired by the Olympics. All right, at 19, I jump 15 feet.
All right, you jump across to that ledge. And you can barely see in the torchlight. I don't know, Zancath, you have your torch with you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you can see Zancath in the torchlight and the beaver paddling around in the water.
How deep is the water? Looking down.
I think I told you how deep it was here. Let me see. The ceiling here is very low, so Corgo, you leap over there, and then you kind of have to start kind of crawling around the ground.
Oh, wow.
The ceiling is only 2 feet above the pool here,
Oh,
and the water is 3 feet deep.
okay. That's not very deep.
All right, so Zancath, you begin climbing up.
I'm going to toss my torch to Corgo before I head up.
Okay.
Got it.
You begin climbing up in the dark.
I mean, the torch is there, and I have low light vision, so...
Yeah, but the ceiling's real low, right? So once you start climbing
Oh,
up
sure.
that tunnel, it gets real
I've got
dark.
Grifka with me,
Okay.
That's true.
so you're good. Keep that torch.
I just really didn't want to have to hold on to my torch while I climbed, but yeah, okay. I'll keep it.
All right, so you climb up. You reach a tunnel eventually. As you climb up this passage,
Okay.
you reach a tunnel that's only 3 feet in diameter that heads east.
Yikes.
So you reach the top. It immediately opens into a cramped room just 5 feet around.
Okay.
The walls and domed ceiling are covered with paintings. And in the middle of the space is a glass prism that reflects tiny beams of light that stream in through narrow air shafts. The paintings depict a 2-headed vulture bear, a gold mammoth spouting fire from 3 trunks, a feathered moose with flowered antlers, a woolly white rhino with horns on its back, a 12-legged giant ferret, and an elk with the torso and head of a great owl. Finally, there's a painting of a pale human figure with demonic features, accompanied by a boar with jutting bone spurs. And I'm actually going to show you a picture of that one. There we go.
Huh.
Fun.
It's pretty much as described.
Okay.
Right? There's not much to add to it. There's a humanoid figure with like big tusks and horns and a staff, and he's got a collection of skulls hanging from a string in one hand.
He's got a skull purse. It's fine. You can say what it is.
And then there's a scary boar creature with giant tusks and then bony projections.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
2 Kelid are here praying, one of them cradling an infant in his arms. The figure without an infant turns as you enter and looks surprised, but then delighted. Hello, newcomer. Welcome to the shrine. I am Aokoe, and you are new to this place. Who are you?
Oh, hello. I'm Zancath. I'm with the following. There are people looking for you. Quite a number of people looking for you.
Oh, yes, we have been here long. Our guards have not come back. Where do you come from?
Oh, I am a member of the Broken Tusk following. We are working our way through these caves and trying to clear it so that it's safe for us. Can I help you get back to your people?
Oh, that is exciting. Oh, Tedanu, they have many. They have a following. Yes, we are Sutaki. Sutaki is the name of the Sarkorian tribe that lived in peace and happiness in this valley before Ashen Swale and the dragon. This is my friend, Tedanu, and the little one is Dini.
Hello.
The other adult human waves at you, looks at you. His eyes look a little puffy, like maybe he's been crying, and the little Dini is just there sleeping. So, tell us more, or what can we tell you?
Could you tell me something about this figure here? And I point to the human figure with demonic features.
Oh, that is Ashen Swale. Yes, the Sutaki of this valley are forced to worship the dragon Venexus, who rules it. Most of us do not wish to worship this beast, but we must obey Ashen Swale. He is a cruel god-caller. He brings the dead to life and oppresses us. He banned the worship of past god-callers and the gods they summoned, and he gestures at the room around him. And he even destroyed their shrines. It is sacrilege. We have built this secret shrine, far away from Ashen Swale and the village of Lyuba. He leads a group of people who all love reviving the dead. They learn their magic in a tower in the middle of the valley, and they watch the valley to make sure that no one leaves. It is difficult to sneak past. He points to that painting again, and he makes sort of a angry face.
It's not exactly our plan to deal with this Ashen Swale. However... Swale. Sure. However, we need to pass through this valley, so if they intend to stop us, I imagine that we will at some point have to deal with them.
Well, we would love any help that we can get. Maybe we can help you. There is a village far to the east, Lyuba. Ashen Swale rules it, and most of the Sutaki live there. It is at the far end of the valley, at the base of Venexus's glacier. It would be dangerous for you to visit, though.
Thank you. That is excellent information to have. It may be something we must act upon. Our following would need to come through this cave before we ventured far into the valley, though.
Do you have god callers?
No, I'm afraid we do not.
These around us, these are the old gods that the god callers could summon. Kagia, the two-headed vulture bear. Luwaka, the gold mammoth who sprays fire from 3 trunks. Isanu, a feathered moose with flowered antlers. Gosyak, a woolly white rhino with horns on its back. Dawano, a giant ferret with 12 legs. And Funalu, an elk with the head and torso of a great owl. These were the friends of our people.
You say that they are god callers. This is a thing I am not familiar with. Have they been destroyed or simply taken?
Well, it is tradition among the Sarkoris. God callers can summon unusual beings from the great beyond to aid and lead us. They come back generation after generation, as the art of calling them is passed down. Our people have been without a god caller, except for Ashen Swale. He summons Idovik, but he serves Venexus, the White Dragon. Zancath, make a society check.
Okay. Sorry, I'm note-taking. I've missed 5 million things, but that's all right. You want society?
Yes.
14.
Yeah, you're not really sure what he's talking about.
Okay.
It doesn't sound familiar to you, this idea of god calling. You think maybe it's not what people you're familiar with would call god calling, but you're not sure what he means by this.
Okay.
Perhaps your following and our group can help each other. You see, Dini and Tadanu here, they need a place to hide. Could perhaps they hide with your group?
I would have to discuss that with our leaders, but I do not foresee that being a problem.
I would go with Onak, and we would return to Layuba, to the east. If they could hide with you, you see, Dini's mother, Nukiak, was an outspoken enemy of Ashen Swale and refused to go into hiding. She was captured 3 weeks ago. Aokoe leans toward you. Tadano believes she lives, but it is more likely she has been executed, and then worse.
Of course. Can we go down from this chamber, and I can go back to my following, and I can talk to them, and we can take Tadanu and Dini back to them if my leaders agree.
Of course. Certainly. Shall we go now?
Yes. Yes. Are you able to get down safely? It was somewhat difficult for us.
Of course. They begin taking off all their clothes.
Oh, sure. Okay. You guys are taller than me. I guess that's fine.
They begin climbing down while wearing their dry clothes on their shoulders, just have them draped across their shoulders.
Yeah.
And they climb down to the water and shiver as they wade through it. And Korgo and Grifka, you see 2 humans come down the wall and into the water, holding clothes above them and holding a baby above them.
Oh.
And they wade across the water over to where Aklep is. Aklep, these 2 humans come down toward you, and I guess, Zancath, you climb back on your beaver?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting in that water.
Okay.
I could drown.
They look a little puzzled at Aklep, but Aokoe smiles broadly at you. Hello,
Is this, Denny?
this is Dini here. And they begin putting their clothes back on and shaking the water off. It is very cold here. We should go where it is warmer.
Yes.
Yes, why don't we go towards the mouth of the cave, and I can go speak to our leaders, and we can get Tadanu and Dini there, where they'll be safe and able to warm up.
Certainly. Let us rejoin our friends to the south, though. We have warriors with us.
Excellent.
They will join your group as well, except for I will take one with me.
Very well.
Trees?
What?
I forgot their names. Did I get their names? Pretty sure we got their names.
What are you talking about?
I would have provided
Yeah,
their
the-
names.
The tree guy. No, the tree guy who survived and the tree guy who died.
Oh, we got one of Medawalk. Nope, that's not him.
Nope.
Yeah, that's definitely not it.
That's definitely
Groton
not
is
it.
the guy that we met that was just like
That
the
was
first one.
Udiak. And Pentok
Udiak.
died in the fire.
Right.
Yes. We met one of your guard.
Oh, excellent. Well, let us join them now.
We'll escort them back to their people and then head.
Let me show you a picture of Aokoe. There you go.
Cool.
Cool.
Like
That's
constellation.
not how I spelled Aokoe.
Nope. I never spell
Me
it.
either.
Oh god, not even a little bit. Cool, like constellation tattoos.
They have some constellation tattoos across their face and some tattoos across their shoulders and chest as well. Earrings, a necklace, some kind of strap, and a neat mohawk.
They're cool.
And Aokoe leads you back to that passage where there were traps outside the entrance, and Aokoe calls out, "Remove the traps, please, we are back!" and you hear the sound of a lot of movement, and a group of humans comes running down the passage in excitement. And they see you and sort of draw up short, but they disable the traps, and you join this group of humans on their shelf, where there's a fire where you can warm up a bit. As you're walking, Eokoe says,
"Do you know that there was another stranger? Last year, a warrior traveled to the valley. We are not sure how. She said her name was Ivarsa. Do you know this person?"
Yes. We are familiar with them.
"She invited Venexus and Ashen Swale to join her following, but Venexus refused and drove her off. She would have been no friend to the Sutaki. She was cruel and bloodthirsty. Had we been free to follow her, we still would have refused. You are friends with her?"
No, we are certainly not friends with her.
"Oh, that is good to hear."
and Eokoe turns to face this group of Sutaki. Sarkorians, really. Sarkorian is the broad group. Sutaki is the specific group.
Mm-hmm. "These are our new friends. They are the Broken Tusks. Some of you will go with them, and one of you,"
and he looks at one of these warriors,
"will go with me. Before, though, I must ask, do you have any other questions for us? This valley is strange to you, yes?"
Quite strange, actually. Can we say I've given a breakdown of everything that they told me up in the cave to the others?
Sure, yeah, we can say you've explained it to Korgo and Aklep, sure.
Cool. I don't believe that I have any questions at the moment, and I imagine that Tidanu and the others would be able to answer questions as we proceed. Do Aklep, Korgo, do either of you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we saw people give tribute to the dragon in order to pass through.
One of the warriors here speaks up.
"Yes, that was us. We must, or the dragon will kill us."
What, just you? Like, if the Broken Tusk came through, we don't have to give tribute, or is that anybody?
"Oh, you would become subjects of the dragon, and you would be forced to stay here and give tribute."
Okay, what do we need to give?
Meat. Much meat, or treasure.
Much meat or treasure? Like, how much meat?
"Oh, how big is your following?"
Pretty big. Yeah.
"A herd of elk?"
It's like mammoths and, there's other... We've been adding to it.
No, I mean, you would have to give a herd of elk.
A whole herd of elk?
At least.
What?
Is there anywhere you can pass not seen by the dragon?
Yeah, Eokoe speaks up and says,
"Yes, the burned one is wise. It would be better to avoid them altogether. It would be better to not even let Venexus know that you are here."
How do we do that with a large following?
"That is a good question. We will have to think about that."
Okay, so should we figure that out before we bring the following back here, gang?
I think that that's probably for the best. We should go back and talk to the leaders, explain the things that we've learned, and perhaps they should stay on the other side of the cave while we move through to deal with things. But I would want to bring that to the following.
Okay.
First for me. Aklep?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Aklep's down. Let's do it.
here's what's going to happen then. Onak and Eokoe, now that you've returned Eokoe to them, they need to get back to their people in Lyuba. But Groton, Lunit, Kohak, and Oldu, as well as you rescued Udiak, so Udiak too, and Tidanu and Dini, they're going to go with you, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Are all of them hiding for the same reason? Like they would otherwise be punished or something?
They're a little vague about what exactly they're doing here, but you get the sense that they are hiding from the dragon as much as they can. They definitely don't want to be around this Ashen Swale guy. They don't like him, and they are hiding from the dragon as well. Now, when the dragon shows up, they just sort of play innocent and dumb and just say, "Yes, great dragon, here's some stuff." But yeah, they don't like Ashen Swale or the dragon.
Could I, having spent some time with these people, just kind of get an idea of honesty from them and whether or not they're telling the truth and are in fact secret bad guys?
That is a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Secret bad guys.
That's a natural 20 for 30.
Yeah, it should have been a GM blind roll, but that's
My
fine.
bad.
Yeah, you get the impression that they are extremely happy to see you. If anything, Aokoe is kind of playing it down how excited they are to see you. They're being honest in everything they've told you. Right? They haven't lied about anything. On the other hand, you also think that Aokoe has not told you everything. He thinks you're going to be useful, but hasn't told you everything about how you might be useful yet.
Okay.
You don't sense any malice,
Yeah.
but you do sense that there's a bigger thing going on that he's not talking to you about.
Yeah.
And you do think he is maybe underplaying his concern for Deanie. He attaches some importance to Deanie that he hasn't explained, although you haven't asked about it.
So you're concerned about Deanie specifically because of his mother. Was his mother... Is his mother a caller? A god caller? And do you think that Deanie might be one as well?
Aokoe's face goes slack, and he looks off as if seeing through the stone wall. I have seen a future in which little Deanie becomes a god caller. Ashen Swale allows no other god callers as he fears the threat to his power. I have helped Deanie and her father Tadanu here escape the village. Deanie will be protected for a time, but these caves are not safe forever. And then he sort of comes to and says, and that is why they must go with you.
I understand. Yes. Thank you for telling me that.
Well, thank you, strangers. We must return to our people now. But if the stars are aligned, then we are surely destined to meet again.
He turns away, taking Onak with him, and then turns back to you and says, not here, though. Probably somewhere to the east.
Layuva, I would imagine.
Don't go straight east of here, though. You'll walk off the cliff. And he and Onak walk off.
The cliff. Oh, no.
Into the cave, and then you see them carefully climbing down the scree to the east.
Sure.
That joke was bad.
It was worth a try. It's hard to be funny.
Yeah, I guess we head back to the following.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. What the heck is a god caller?
I think it's quite literally in the title. It is a person who can call a god.
Would you be like, sup? Like, hey, Sister Cinder, sup?
I imagine they come and help. They come in some form and assist the caller, but I do not have much information. It's not something I'm knowledgeable of.
Is it like Jonesy?
No, I don't think so. I've never seen Jonesy actually summon their god, and I believe that there is an actual summoning element for these people, the god callers.
I don't think that Corgo can pick up on this, but Aklep, if you want to make a society check, maybe you can figure out what this means.
I'm smart, Mr. GM. I can figure stuff out.
Okay. Aklep will make a society check. Aklep isn't good at society, but he'll attempt. Yeah, it was a 5.
Nope, no clue.
Yeah.
Aklep, you're smart. What's a god caller do?
What Zancath said?
Okay. So, like, summoning gods and stuff. That sounds really powerful. That's a strong baby.
Corgo, if you want to make a check, you can try. I might make the DC a little different for you.
No, that's I appreciate. I was just messing around. I don't want to use my brain anymore. Let's go.
Okay, so you lead this large group of people and a pack of beavers back to the following after having brought a pack of 16 wolves.
The following is going to get sick of us real quick, right? We're constantly like, hello, it's our animal friends, and now some people too.
Now we're bringing people back as well.
Well, all these animals don't know that they're just going to be sacrificed to a dragon, so really.
16 wolves and 6 beavers. That's basically a herd of elk. We're not going to do that. I'm just kidding. It's terrible. I hate it.
It's like a buff dragon buffet. That's pretty cool.
So you lead them back to the following, completing yet another busy day of recruiting animals, and this time people.
Yep.
And the next day you'll have to decide where, if anywhere else, you want to go in the caves, or if you're done with them.
Oh, wow. I mean, I thought we only had the Lagafer part.
We're going to put an X on that wall and say, don't come here.
Yep. I'm going to station some. I mean, I don't think we're moving people through yet, so I don't think it matters. But I think we need to talk to the leaders to figure out what next move is.
But you guys, what if there's like Lagafer treasure?
It's possible.
The problem is that stuff catches on fire, and all of our light sources are like very fiery.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, we'll just avoid it.
Yes.
Okay.
So you return to the following, and the next day you'll figure out what to do, and I guess we'll find out what that is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we beat the caves. We beat the caves.
Wow.
Never going back.
Never going back.
Thanks for listening to Broken Tusk Rising. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The House of Bob, or by chatting with us on Discord. And most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. This show is possible due to all our patrons who get one-shots, commentary, and other cool stuff. Art for this campaign is by Sean Makes, and art for social media, audio, production, and music are by Mike. Thanks again for listening, and roll on. Oh, Mike is gone.
Oh, no.
Tell Mike you rolled a natural 20.
I rolled a natural 20 on my performance.
Oh no, what do we do?
We win. We win.
Let's take
We
turns.
control the game
Yeah.
now.
Let's take turns.
I'm
Let's
the
take
DM
turns
now.
being the game master.
I seem to have gotten kicked out.
Yes.
It's okay. We actually succeeded.
We won. It's
far
fine.
above and beyond what you would ever imagine.
Yeah, we won.
Okay,
It's
did
fine.
everything keep going after I left?
As far as
Yeah.
we could tell.
Yeah, as far as we could tell,
Yeah.
nothing.
Everything kept recording?
Yeah. One of us probably
Pretty sure we
has the.
finished up book 2.
And we're 8th level.
Oh, all right.
God, why did I go with 8 as my jump? Could have said anything.
Wow. Okay, well, I guess my work here is done.
Yeah, well done.
It was really cool.